Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Mods, Maintenance, and Rides. First, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers over the last few months. Thank you very much for subscribing. So if you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to get a notification each time we upload a new video, be sure to hit the bell icon and you'll get a notification. So let's dive right into the dyno runs. First, just going to do a quick recap. As you know, I installed the Sidewinder kit from S&S, which increased the compression ratio to 10.5 to 1, as well as put in the Woods 777 cams, the D&D Fat Cat exhaust. Also, we sent the heads to Fuel Moto up in Wisconsin, where they ported the CNC, the intake and exhaust ports. They also put in larger valves, heavier valve springs, and so we did a lot of modifications. And the DynoJet, we installed the DynoJet PowerVision Target Tune, which gives you wideband tuning all the time. What we did first is we did some street tuning with the DynoJet PowerVision, and that gets you really close to what you would get on a dyno with a good dyno tuner. And then after that, I just continued to ride the motorcycle until I had over 1,000 miles before I took it in to have Tilley's in Statesville, North Carolina, do a couple of dyno runs just to see where the numbers are. So as you know, there are differences between different dynos and different dyno operators. Atmospheric conditions can also affect the results of the dyno runs. So there's a lot of factors, and so these are just a good way to tell about where you are overall. I'm sure I could have a good dyno guy squeeze a few more horses and a few more foot-pounds of torque out of the engine, but I'm extremely happy with the results that I got tuning it on the street. When the motorcycle was stock, it was running about 83 foot-pounds of torque and about 69 horsepower. So after my first mods, I put in the Andrews cams and a high-flow intake, as well as a high-flow exhaust. And I was able to achieve 94 foot-pounds of torque with about 83 horsepower. So those mods from stock to the first set of cams that I put in the motorcycle, that gave me a 13% increase in torque and about 20% increase in horsepower. So from my first set of mods, the original cams that I put in there, the Andrews cams, to what I have now, the 777s along with the big bore kit and the high flow heads, I went to the torque was 122 foot-pounds of torque and 107 horsepower. He did a couple of runs, so you'll see the dyno sheets here. I'll overlay them. So he did a couple of runs. So one run, I had 105 horsepower, and at the same time I had the 122 foot-pounds of torque. And when I got the 107 horsepower, I had about 120 foot-pounds of torque. So I'm in the ballpark right there. So the increase from the first mods to the second mods, the torque increased 30% with the mods that I just did, and the horsepower equally increased about 30%. So my total increase from stock to current numbers is 46, almost 47% increase in torque, and a 55, almost 56% increase in horsepower from stock to current. So that's a pretty substantial increase. The motorcycle really rolls on extremely well. I'm very happy with it. I've got about 1,300 miles on the motorcycle now since I did all the mods, and it has been a blast. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to tune in next time for Mods, Maintenance, and Rides. I hope you all have a great day and ride safe.